Hi there, welcome to day 15 of my 121-day journey using the Masteries Weight Loss Octagon. And for all of you that don't know, this is the Weight Loss Octagon. And I am currently at the end of week 2 and I'm using the lean body system. Previously, I had used the strong body system. So this, the end of this week, I'm going to give you my stats. So when I first started the Weight Loss Octagon, I weighed 170 pounds and my waist was 37 inches and I had 22% body fat, which was 37 pounds of body fat, okay? So at the end of this week, this is week 2. Now remind you, what I'm doing is, I'm not really doing a whole lot here. There's a lot of programs that will say you have to go 5, 6, or 7 days a week, really intense workouts for like an hour a day. What I'm doing is something that's kind of, a lot easier than that right now. I've just been simply doing at most 30-minute workouts for my high intensity days. Usually it's about 20 minutes. That's it. I'm just really focusing on reducing the carbohydrates and the sugars, and but at the same time I'm eating a lot of protein and a lot of fat. So my calories really haven't gone down, they're actually up a bit, but I'm losing body fat. And that's how the strong, lean, and ripped body system works. It focuses on the higher protein and fat and the lower carbohydrate style of dieting. So right now I'm kind of in the middle. I'm only eating about 32 grams at most of carbohydrates a day, trying to remove the sugars. And this week, this is the end of week 2, okay? I've only been working out 4 high-intensity workouts this week, and I've worked out 2 days, took a day off, worked out 2 more days, and I'm only doing 2 sets per body part that I'm focusing on that day. The rest of my body, I'm only doing 1 set, okay? So I weighed in, get it here, 167 pounds. My waist is at 36 inches, so I've gone down 3 pounds, and I went down 1 inch in my waist, all right? I'm down to 20% body fat and 33 pounds of body fat. So I actually lost 4 pounds of body fat, all right, even though I only lost 3 pounds of weight. Now some people might be confused by that. However, we need to remember that before I started this, I was focused on building Masteries.com. I wasn't focused on training so much. So I'm just starting this off as a beginner would. I realized that I might have maybe a little bit less fat than some other people who might be trying this. However, I'm showing you what the results are for someone who doesn't even have a lot to lose. I do have some. I'm not going to kid myself here. I'm not going to joke around and say I don't. But I've lost 4 pounds of fat. The scale only shows 3 pounds, but I lost 4 pounds of fat, okay? That means that I've actually regained some muscle fibers, or I've reloaded my body with water or with some glycogen. Probably not too much because I'm not eating a whole lot of carbohydrates, so probably mostly water. And we need to remember that even though it's only 3 pounds on the scale, 4 pounds of body fat. So it's really important to know that I'm losing the right type of weight. All right, so I'm down to 20% body fat. That's pretty good. I'm very happy with it. So on average now, I am losing every week about 2 pounds of body fat. And I'm not really doing too much, okay? I'm not really working hard yet because I'm only at week 2, okay? And I am losing, 1% of body fat per week. Now, for some of you, perhaps you might have more body fat to lose, so 1% on you would be a larger number of pounds that you would lose in a week. Okay, so this is, I'm not killing myself here. I'm not going really hard at it. I'm just doing something sensible. I'm ramping up like I would expect any of my clients to do, to go slow, to start out slow, do it in a healthy way, and just to make sure that we're building up at a nice, good speed and pace, and pushing ourselves just a little bit, maybe a little more every week, but not going extreme, okay? We're not trying to hurt ourselves. We're not trying to get really sore. We want to be a little bit sore, okay? That way we know that we're pushing ourselves a little bit, but at the same time we don't want to be really sore, all right? So we want to know that we're doing something in the right way. So what's up for the week to come? Well, week 3. So if you've watched any of the other videos, we add 2 to the week number. So week 3 plus 2 is 5 workouts a week now. So week 3, I'm now up to 5 workouts a week. So this is good. This is where I'm going to really start to actually get into the exercising more intensely. That means that at week 3, I can do 3 workouts in a row. Okay, so week 3 is the number of workouts that I can do in a row before taking a day off. So I'll work out 3 days in a row. Then I'll have the option to take 1 or 2 days off. Okay, because I only do a total of 5 workouts for the week. So depending on how I feel at the end of the 3rd day, and the following, so the 4th day, I might say, you know what, I'm going to work out the next day, or I'm going to take another day of rest and then go for 2 more days. Okay, that would equal 7 total days. So I'm going to just feel how that is. I'm going to continue on the lean dieting of the lean body system. That means that I'll recalculate my carbohydrates, probably be around 31 to 32 grams of carbs again, that I'll need to do. And I will just keep going. The other thing that I will be doing this week that'll be different will be that I'll be working out 3 sets per focused body part. And I like to rotate my body parts that I'm focusing on. I'm going to do 2 body parts when I do a focus training session. So I like to work out in the gym. It doesn't mean you have to work out in the gym. You can go out, you can play sports, you can do anything that's interval based, okay? That's the key to the whole strong, lean, and ripped body systems, is that you're doing on an interval base. When you flip over to if it fits in your macros and your buckets of how many calories that you're trying to count or how many total macronutrient grams that you're trying to eat, then we're going to focus on more of a steady state style of training. Okay, there's a reason why they're designed this way, but I get into that more in the Weight Loss Octagon training system. If anyone's interested, go to Masteries.com. You can actually learn about that. There's many different ways that I can teach that, or I can actually do one-on-one coaching or consulting with you. So it's up to you. So this week, that will be my plan. And as you can see, I'm just doing this. It's a very easy way to do this. And it actually helps you to create a more enjoyable experience of losing weight while still seeing results. And maybe it might not be a drastic 10 pounds in 1 week, but those sorts of things may not necessarily be body fat. And that's the reason I want to make sure that you understand there's a difference between the scale and body fat, okay? There's a friend of mine who is an IFBB pro. That's an International Federation of Bodybuilding, professional bodybuilder. He has his pro card. His name is Greg Doucette. He has a very good coaching practice that he gets clients ready for competitions. He's extremely good. If anyone's ever looking for something that extreme, he is one of the best people that I know that can really dial someone in to look great on stage. He does a lot of powerlifting, and he's actually broken some world records. So he's an amazing guy. He's not a tall guy as well. I'm 5'4". I think he might be 5'6" or 5'7". He's not a tall guy, but the weights that he lifts are unreal. Now, in order for him to get into certain classes, he does some drastic manipulation of his body through water and carbohydrate depletion. He, I don't remember exactly how much it was, but it was around 20 pounds in one day is what he depleted himself of. Now, he didn't look too good at the end of the 20 days, or at the end of the one day, I mean, at the end of the 20 pounds that he lost, but he is proof. If you want to look him up on Facebook, Greg Doucette. He actually posted a video, I think, maybe it was Instagram, but he shows you what he looked like after, and in his post he says exactly how much weight he lost. But it's amazing. In order for him to get in his weight class, that's what he did. But then he could carb up and replenish his water in order for him to be strong again to do his powerlifting. So don't fall for some of the gimmicks out there of lose 10 pounds in a week or in a day or whatever it may be. Remember, it's all about the body fat percentage. It's not about the pounds on the scale lost. Okay? So we need to be conscious of that, because if you fall for those things, they're not going to work long term. They're not going to last. All right? And you might not feel good after doing the really drastic, crazy weight loss schemes out there. So let's do it healthy. Let's do it the right way so that we know how to do it long term. I'm trying to teach you strategies using the weight loss Octagon that you can select, pick from, and choose for the rest of your life, so you know how to use them. This is really the focus of the weight loss Octagon. The reason why I created Masteries, first and foremost, was to help people in the physical element. We have a lot of things planned for the future. However, this is what I want to focus on first, because this is really where I feel most people can benefit. So this is getting on to 12 minutes. Won't keep you too much longer. Go on to masteries.com, check out, see what you think, take a look. I guarantee everything for 1 year. Yeah, 1 year. So if you're looking at something and you think, I want to try it, but I just don't know if it's going to work for me, go ahead, buy it, try it. I really want you to. And if anytime during the year you're not happy, or you think, this just isn't for me, just say, I want my money back, and I'll go ahead, refund right away. No problem. No questions asked. Okay, I'm not gonna hold you to it. I wouldn't want that to happen to me. I don't want it to happen to you. So I really only want you to keep something that works for you, and that's why I put a 1 year guarantee on everything on masteries.com. So hopefully you're all having a good day. I hope to see you tomorrow, and thanks for joining.